Following the conclusion of the Friends Forever comics, we have the Legends of Magic series covering myths and legends from Equestria's past, with Sunburst as our proxy. The first tale centers around a young Luna and Celestia being taught by the super mega ultra powerful Star Swirl the Bearded. Though the guy is only seen in flashbacks, he always leaves an interesting impression. He's eccentric, witty, he has a massive ego as you can tell, but he has a magical prowess to back himself up, which makes him a great fun character, especially when he chastises both girls, even Luna, who's literally getting tossed around by her big sister. Again, showing that even though he's usually a carefree adventurer, he knows when to buckle down, knowing that the two sisters will rule Equestria one day, and not coddling any pony makes him a steadfast, strong character. Though, admittedly, some of the dialogue here is a little exposition heavy, talking in speeches rather than natural dialogue, and not so subtly hinting he will disappear one day. Anyway, back to the sibling rivalry, which is the best part of the comic. We're used to seeing the calm and collected regal Celestia with her fun side showing up every once in a while, but here I absolutely love bratty Sunbutt, condescending Luna on her weaker magical prowess. It's so entertaining watching the two fight with each other, as even though they're royalty, they still argue like every pony else. We haven't really seen much development of the royal sisters in their more youthful, headstrong stage, with Celestia especially, and we can now much better chart her progression from smug filly to the more caring but brash adventurer we saw in the Reflections arc to the wise teacher she is today. But as we saw in Royal Problem, it did reveal that there is still that sibling rivalry, overall fleshing out the sisters as flawed yet knowledgeable mentors. The artist for this comic is Brenda Hickey, who brings us a lot of great coloring in this issue, including the beautiful bright cheerful gardens of the castle, the cool darker hues of night, and the ominous greens and shadows of the dark realm. We also got a plethora of great facial expressions, and we even got a couple intense action scenes. Where their problems lie is when Luna is sucked into the evil universe, where it's inferred that the voice she hears is the entity that turns her into Nightmare Moon. Let's take a step back. The very first bit of lore this generation established is Luna transforming into Nightmare Moon because of her bitterness of her subjects sleeping through her night. Her story is one of a cautionary tale of pride and jealousy. The comic diminishes the emotional weight of the event, a struggle that many can relate to, of one not being recognized for their work and endlessly striving through adversity, only to now establish that it was just a mysterious entity that was the real catalyst for her downfall. This just hurts her character, as it's basically removing the blame from Luna becoming a monster and saying that it was just some other faceless thing that infects her, which takes away from the development and lessons learned at the end of the pilot. Though I will admit it was a nice touch at the end with Luna and Celestia reading their own story and finding humor in it, acknowledging just how far they've come. Legends of Magic #1 is a decent start to the series. I wish though there was some more scenarios with the girls squabbling with each other, but for what we got, the interactions are fun enough, the artwork is great, and though some of Star Swirl's exposition feels a little stilted and Luna's corruption was diminished, it is still a good adventure story, and I'm looking forward to see what the series has to offer. Well, that's it for today, guys. Until next time, MC out!